Episode 3, Counting What You Don't Have. The moment he said, I will come to you, that dream became heavy. Before, love had been light. It fitted inside messages. It lived inside jokes, in late voices, in words that could be erased if fear grew too big. Now love had a weight, and that weight was money. Marco began counting what he did not have. He sat on his bed one night with a small notebook, the one he once used to write stories in. Now it held numbers, his salary, his rent, food, electricity, internet. What was left was almost nothing. A plane ticket to a country cost more than 2 months of his pay. A visa cost more than he had saved in his life. He closed the notebook and stared at the ceiling. For the first time since meeting her, he felt small. He did not tell her right away. He still smiled. In his messages, he still joked. He still said, one day, soon. But inside, fear grew like a shadow. He started working extra hours. He repaired phones at night in people's homes. He helped a mechanic on Sundays. He sold his old guitar, the only thing he had kept from his teenage dreams. When he sent it away, he felt like he was selling a piece of himself. But he didn't regret it, because love was becoming something you pay for. Amina felt the change too, not in his words, but in the pauses. He used to reply fast. Now sometimes hours have passed. When she asked, "Are you okay?" he answered, "I'm just tired." She wanted to believe him, but fears know how to speak without words. In her house, pressure was also growing. Her aunt began talking about marriage more often. Soon you will be too old to wait, she said one evening. Her mother watched her more closely. Why are you smiling at your phone? She asked again. Amina shrugged. Just friends. But her voice was not strong enough. She began to hide in the bathroom to talk to Marco. She whispered his name like it was a secret prayer. One night she said, "What if we never managed to meet?" He did not answer right away. She could feel him thinking. "We will," he finally said, "even if it takes longer than we want." How long is too long? She asked. Long is better than never. But she cried quietly after that call, because time is not safe for the women watched by society. Marco finally told her the truth. "I am saving," he said, "but it's harder than I thought." She felt relief and pain at the same time. Relief because his distance had a reason. Pain because love should not feel like climbing a mountain with bare hands. I don't need a big trip, she said. I just need you. And I don't want to come empty, he replied. I want to come like a man, not like a beggar. Those words hurt her. You are not a beggar to me, but I might be to your world. They were silent. Money stood between them like a wall neither had built, but both had to climb. Some days they were strong. They joked. They dreamed. They planned. Other days fear won. She would say, maybe it's better to stop before we suffer more. He would answer and suffer from missing each other. Instead, they kept choosing pain over emptiness. One evening, Marcos sent her a picture. His notebook. On the last page, he had written, "Ticket fund started." Under it, a small number. It was not much, but it was real. Amina sent back a voice message, crying and laughing at the same time. I don't care how long it takes, she said. I will wait. And that promise became another wait. A beautiful one, but heavy, because waiting is also